Hello YouTube modeling community. It's Thursday again, so it's time for this week's Throwback Thursday. What we have here is the Hertz Shelby. I don't remember if it's 65, 66. It's the Monogram kit. It's black on the box, gold stripes. Had this kit for years, probably since the 80s, and didn't build it until, I was trying to guess on it last night at work. Couldn't remember if I built this late 90s, early 2000s. I know most of the builds I've been showing are early 2000s, but I just couldn't remember on this one. The only reason they questioned it was the stripes are painted on, because the decals, if you're familiar with the kit, they're not complete. They don't go all the way. I don't remember. It's been so long since I've had the kit, but I don't remember if they don't have the cowl for the decals, or something's missing. So if you want front to back, you got to paint them. And the only reason I know it's an older build is because I don't know how well it shows up in the camera, but there is a step in the paint. Nowadays, of course, I would put down the stripes, kind of like I did on the Mazda. Stripes, clear, sand, stripes, sand, clear, sand, and then final clear and polish to make sure that it's a smooth transition, not like I said, you can feel the steps in the paint. So that's how I know it's an older build, for whatever that's worth. I want to say the red is plastic coat duplicolor. I couldn't promise you that it's even a Ford red or a Chevy red, but all I can tell you is it is a plastic coat duplicolor. A great kit if you haven't built it. Love old school Monogram. And I've always loved, this is probably one of my favorite body styles of Mustangs. And the reason the red, I know it's black on the box and everybody thinks the Hertz is just strictly black and gold, but at the time that I built this, and the reason I really said, I got to get that now, or really got to start it, is at the time one of my accounts was Half Price Books. It's a large book chain here, at least in Texas. I don't know how far they reach out, but obviously they sell books at half price. And there was a muscle car book, or a Mustang book, I don't remember, and there was a picture of a Hertz Mustang red like this with gold stripes, and I was like, wow, I had no clue that they came in anything other than black. And I was like, man, I really like the red, and that's what inspired the build. And then I'd say in the last 2 years or a year or so, Raul at the muscle car modeler, I think he did a red with gold, but he went into, if you watch his videos, he went into explain that they actually had several colors, and people would actually rent these cars, take them home for the weekend, steal the engines out of them, put the one that came in their Mustang into the car, and they'd have a Shelby engine. I did wire this. Back in the day, I'd probably use MSC wires. This is just my favorite wire of choice. I still have a bunch of it left. But I don't wire a lot. Y'all know I do a lot of box stock build. There's the chassis, what I call old school. Looks like I lightly weathered it. What I mean by old school is the gray with where I would paint the frames black, and looks like I dry brushed a little bit, for whatever that's worth. You know what? Looks like I'm didn't realize it, but just now realized I'm missing the shocks. But guys, this build is at least 20 years old. That's just kind of where we're at on the Throwback Thursdays. We're gradually getting to current times, but anyway, guys, I'm kind of babbling on, but just wanted to share this week's Throwback Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Everybody have a great weekend. Thumbs up, thumbs down, questions, comments. Y'all know the routine. Just want to say thanks for all my subscribers. I think I looked the other day. I was like at 680, and that's I don't look very often. Don't pay much attention to that. But I was just like, wow, I had no clue. So anyway, guys, that's about it. Babbling on for too long. Y'all take care, and have a great weekend. All right, Mike out. Bye-bye.